Workout started.
Oh, good morning. Carlos here.
GPS on.
With my GPS on.
Zone 1.
Just about to run for about 40 minutes, I guess. That's about all I need this week. We'll see how it goes. I'm at the farmer's market today, running towards the golf course because I need 1 hour and 2 minutes to make my 10 for this week. So it was, let me think now, 3 minutes per kilometer. It was about 9 minutes to get here. So another 9 would be 18.
Zone 3.
Let's call it 20. So I need 42 minutes to get my 10 for this week. I have to be a little careful today because this run starts off with about a kilometer of gentle uphill until I get to the golf course in Kings Pond. Then I'll probably run around the chip trail, and when I get to 42 minutes I will double back. When I get to 21, actually it's going to be about 3 kilometers each way. I couldn't sleep last night very well, so I put the phone under my pillow on my side of the bed and listened to Jim. Super long show.
Time 3 minutes. Distance 0.41 kilometers. Average heart rate 122. Workout average pace 7 minutes 14 seconds per kilometer. Zone 4.
I'm going to walk a little bit because, as I suspected, my heart rate shot up to zone 4 and the hill is not getting any less.
Zone 3.
That's better. Walk for a little bit more until it gets down to zone 2, then I can start again. Steve used to do this. I would hear it from his Ice Smooth Run lady telling him when to run and when to walk. But if you think about the Galloway method, it is basically maffetone. It tells you to walk when it assumes that your heart rate has spiked. When Galloway started his run-walk program, there wasn't such thing as heart rate monitoring. Well, there was, but not for the average runner. So I guess he figured out that the reason a lot of people slow down is because they have fatigued their hearts prematurely. a very good program
Zone
if you are determined to finish a marathon. And I guess deep down inside, when you start running, that is the ultimate goal, to finish a marathon. It's all a matter of cashing in on the majority of what people want. So this is Epsom Drive.
Time 6 minutes. Distance 0.82 kilometers. Average heart rate 142. Workout average pace 7 minutes 16 seconds per kilometer.
Still a little fast because that was with that 40-second of walking. If I had kept pushing, I would have been that much more tired at this part of the hill. Getting close to the top. Galloway only works well on a very flat road course. Because if you're running a trail run, you have hills, guaranteed. Lots of them. Hello. I'm going to walk a little bit more. Because podcaster's pace is slower than what I was running. To be able to talk continuously, you have to be in an aerobic zone and not pushing into the anaerobic. That's why they say a conversational pace.
Zone 3.
So I can assume that's come down from zone 4. It was interesting listening to Kevin's show yesterday morning, and I'm talking about the Extra Mile podcast, not the Galloway edition, not the throwback, I mean. The regular show. That was another long show. I was kind of bugging Kevin about putting out a weekly show, but I guess he can't guarantee to get more than 30 minutes of programming in a week.
Time 9 minutes. Distance 1.23 kilometers. Average heart rate 145. Workout average pace 7 minutes 19 seconds per kilometer.
I mean, he could get 40 minutes easily from Jim in Council Bluffs and JD in Pennsylvania. And maybe me too, but I tend to keep my submissions to around 3 or 4 minutes. I can see Kevin's dilemma. He has hundreds of Extra Mile listeners, and I would imagine he has at least 10 people who would like to submit on a regular basis. So rather than just have a show with 3 voices of 40 minutes in duration, he waits until he has 7 or 8
Zone 4.
submissions. Hi. Which could take him a long time to get. And once each one of those 8 submissions gets to be over 5 or 10 minutes, then you get into the long show syndrome. So I'm now on the golf course. Hello. This little bit of gravel leads up to the true wood chip, but not until after another one of these traditional hike sections. Hi. I started this recording with the app, so I'll be listening out for the 35-minute reminder, because I have, it's 36-minute show.
Time 12 minutes. Distance 1.71 kilometers. Average heart rate 144. Workout average pace 7 minutes per kilometer. Zone 3.
Okay. Hello. Hi. So I can tell 12 minutes, it's probably every 3 minutes. So I have to do 3 sets of 12. So I'm a third of the way into the show. This is now the glorious chip. I'll have to think of a good title to this episode.
Zone 4.
I think I will call it The Jackal Explains. And leave it at that. It caused a little bit of intrigue. Hello. Hi. Hello, dog. The dog was on one of those invisible leashes. So regardless of how long my run is, this show will be 36 minutes in duration, because I, in my ultimate wisdom, have decided that that is the optimum length. Optimum. Hello. Optimum meaning shorter would be less than optimum, and longer would be getting into the I'll listen to this later, and then I have a new show to listen to. I might not get back to this one. which I suspect
Time 15 minutes. Distance 2.14 kilometers. Average heart rate 146. Workout average pace 6 minutes 57 seconds per kilometer.
I would suspect that a lot of those automatic downloads aren't listened through to the very end. And then sure enough, next week comes along and there's a new show to listen to. The other factor is how often you get to hear us. With me it's probably twice a week. So that is why I keep them short. I'm now running, as you heard, below 7 minutes pace. Crossing Bowker Creek with no water, not a drop. The wind did shift, so now instead of smoke from the mainland, we now have high altitude moisture coming in from the Pacific. But that's about all you're gonna get from me about the weather. As I get to the top of the $1 Million Hill, I have to listen out for that 21-minute thing and also the 36-minute thing. I might decide, instead of doing an out and back, to just keep going. I'm now sitting on a bench looking down the view from the top of the $1 Million Hill.
Zone 3.
I'm going to take a picture of, in fact I'm going to take a short video from here. The good thing about video is that you don't actually have to be stopped to take it, so I can pick up my recorder again and run you down.
Time 18 minutes. Distance 2.58 kilometers. Average heart rate 147. Workout average pace 6 minutes 46 seconds per kilometer.
Okay. I can run you down the big hill. I know that I could turn back now, but I won't because I'm close enough to completing this full loop of the golf course, because I have two possible time limiters. One is only wanting 1 hour and 2 minutes today, which will give me exactly 10 hours. Obviously that is a little bit flexible. I don't mind going a little bit over, but not too much. The other thing is more cast in cement, and that is the 36-minute format. Hello. I'm sure by now all my regular listeners know that when they see that little blue dot appear next to my name. Hi. That guy's picking blackberries. He didn't hear me. He had his earbuds in. So, as you can see, those watching the video, this is a little bit of a traditional hike, breaking into a run. Around about here. Hello. I'm going to switch the video off very soon because it gets noisy and trafficy. Just around the next corner. I'm not sure what hole this one is. It's probably the 8th or 9th hole. Alright, so the video will end now. Yeah, and I'll put the camera away before I drop it.
Time 21 minutes. Distance 3.04 kilometers. Average heart rate 143. Workout average pace 6 minutes 53 seconds per kilometer.
Hi. So 21, I'm at the furthest end of this run on Finlayson Road, heading back into the golf course area, off the gravel in a little while. It does alternate. There's chip gravel and there's wood chip. So, the Jackal Explains will be the title. Once again, with my new phone, I've noticed that a lot of the apps that used to crap out on me aren't crapping out on me. I can run more than one app at a time. I guess it was all down to working memory. Using the working analogy of a desktop from the original sense, you have all your files on the desk. Eventually, you run out of space on the desk, and you have to put a few of the files on the floor. And that's what was happening with my old phone. There was so much space in its working memory that it was putting files on the floor for me. And if I had them designated, hello again, as background tasks, that is when the app would crap. Well, I'm glad I decided not to do an out and back today. Mainly because this way I'm almost guaranteed to get my time.
Time 24 minutes. Distance 3.47 kilometers. Average heart rate 147. Workout average pace 6 minutes 54 seconds per kilometer.
So, with my Maffetone-based Galloway approach, I have walked the hills, basically, when my heart rate spikes out of conversational pace. I walk. Not when my timer tells me, when the most important ticker in my life tells me. The good thing about having a minimal approach to listenership is that if you're going to offend anybody, you're not going to offend everybody. That is the other disadvantage of iTunes. A lot of people, they listen to one episode, they like it, they subscribe, then they stop regularly listening right through to the end of the longer shows. I'm kind of obliged to listen to the longer shows. Hello. I'm going to have to speed up a little bit. So there is a white post over there on the left, and I'm going to start running when I get to that white post. Hello, people. How are you? Good, just resting a little bit before I start running again at the white post. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The white post was the top of the hill. The other thing about using the Galloway for anything other than training for a road race is that once you hit the single track,
Time 27 minutes. Distance 3.85 kilometers. Average heart rate 150. Workout average pace 6 minutes 59 seconds per kilometer.
when you hit the single track, it becomes a conga line of people. Very little chance to pass anyone, and very little consolation to the person behind you that wants to get by you when you suddenly decide to walk in the middle of a single track section. Pushing a little bit out of conversational pace. I noticed that from Anthony's submission to the extra mile. He was running like I am, a little bit out of that comfort zone, and you could tell from his conversation that he was pushing quite hard. Hello, coming through. Thank you.
They enjoyed it.
Hi. Hello again. That woman had two happy dogs running with her on leashes, one on either side. Hi. We're almost the same pace. Took me a while to catch you. Yeah, we were both pushing a little bit up there, up the hill. Overhead you can hear a sightseeing plane floodplain.
Time 30 minutes. Distance 4.36 kilometers. Average heart rate
Hi.
157. Workout average pace 6 minutes 53 seconds per kilometer.
Oh, my heart rate is a little high. Anything over 150, it's gasp zone. More of a gasparilla. When I get back to the e-bike, I will be once again at the farmer's market, where I'm in the market for vegetables. I think I will probably buy some more potatoes. So all you guys are now probably rolling your eyes, thinking, alright, so now we're going to get his shopping list. Nope, you won't. You'll either hear nothing, or you'll hear me yakking a little bit. Hi, but I'm not trying to fill every available second of this recording. There are times when it's good not to speak. Getting to the end of the chip section. Pretty soon I'll be back on Epsom Road, and then Queenswood Drive all the way back to the Brayfoot Farmers Market, which they set up in the lacrosse box. Yes, lacrosse is quite big in BC.
Time 33 minutes. Distance 4.79 kilometers. Average heart rate 153. Workout average pace 6 minutes 53 seconds per kilometer.
So I have 3 more minutes for you. On the next update, I will press stop, guaranteeing 36 minutes of me running and me occasionally talking. That's my last, well, not quite, my last thought for today is that only the creator of the podcast knows everything he said. The listener doesn't really need to know everything that you said or one says, because a lot of the time it's not terribly interesting. Those sections can come straight out of the middle or anywhere along the feed, and nobody but the creator of the podcast would know. Getting to the crossroads. Hi. I'm crossing. I'm going to get the light right away. There you go. So, this is very close to the end. But very close to the end of this 36-minute show. So before she tells us that the show is over, I will just say goodbye to you now. And you can hear me pattering off into the distance.
Time 36 minutes. Distance 5.32 kilometers. Average heart rate 150. Workout average pace 6 minutes 46 seconds per kilometer.